I'm Dr. Jaime, and you are watching the Dr. Jaime channel. Today I'm going to share with you 3 tips on how not to be fooled. These tips came from Dr. Riggio in Psychology Today. Are you that person that feels someone got over on you again? Do you feel ripped off? Well, maybe you've been fooled. And today I'm going to share 3 tips with you on how to avoid being fooled. Tip number 1. If something doesn't seem right, research it more. You know that gut feeling you get that just something isn't right? That gut feeling has actually been researched. And studies show that your brain is working at an unconscious level to assess past situations and the current situation to come to a result, a feeling that isn't right. So trust that gut and research what you're feeling isn't right. Research it a little bit more. We also are very social creatures, so we tend to just naturally trust people. Unless you've been really, really burned in the past, most people genuinely trust other people. However, research shows that when people are given a list of questions and they're told most of them are untrue, people still answer that most of them are true when asked the question. Isn't that crazy? So the point is if something isn't right, especially if you know it's not right, research it a little bit deeper. Tip number 2 on how not to be fooled. You don't always have to give back what you receive. Oftentimes, especially in sales, you'll find that people will give you a little something. Maybe it's something free. And then in return, they demand something or push on you for something in return. You don't have to give that return to someone. You can back off and say, this isn't right for me. Let me give you an example of how this happened to me. Years ago, after I had my first child, a company came to me regarding a water pump. And they said, listen, I'm going to give you a free pack of diapers. I was like, wow, this is great. And they said, well, in return, we want to talk to you about our product. And I was young and I was like, okay, that sounds fair. So right there, they gave me something free for something bigger in return. They wanted some of my time. My time ended up turning into 3 hours, and they kept pushing and pushing for me to buy this product. Thankfully, I did not buy the product, but that's how it happens. People give you something and you feel compelled to give back. Don't be fooled. You don't have to give back. And my final tip on how not to be fooled is just speak up. Speak up in general. Oftentimes when we are provided information, we are confused or we're lost and we don't understand it. And so out of fear of being embarrassed, we don't speak up and ask what we need to ask. Instead, we just agree with whatever it is that has been put in front of us. In return, we're often fooled or tricked. So if something doesn't feel right, speak up. So if you want to not be fooled, what do you need to do? Well, you need to research it more. Research if something doesn't feel right. Remember, you don't always have to give back. And in every situation in life, speak up. If you enjoyed these tips, I encourage you to visit me at drjaimek.com for more information. Hope to see you there.